Dear healthcare professionals and my dear viewers, welcome to Healthcare Engineering channel. I'm R. Surya alias Kritika, a biomedical engineer from Healthcare Engineering team. I'm so glad that our team have an opportunity to have a presentation like this, and I always like to share the knowledge and experiences what I gain from the industry with you all. And this makes me and our team to create such an amazing and knowledgeable presentations like this. I strongly believe that all kinds of healthcare professionals and students can learn a lot from our channel and blog to update their knowledge by knowing the trendings in modern healthcare world. Therefore, I would like to welcome you all to subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the notification instantly once we post our informative video. And also you can visit our blog www.learnbiomedengine.blogspot.com. You learn more on the concepts we share in our videos. We can advertise your healthcare products, we can promote your healthcare events, we provide supports to boost up your healthcare business, we can provide technical reviews for your medical devices and many more online supports. If you are interested to get the support from us, please contact us to our email ID which will be shown in your screen. Healthcare engineering team also active in these social media platform. If you want to get more updates regarding healthcare, you can follow any one of the platform or all of these. And also if you are healthcare professional who wanted to give information regarding healthcare sector, you can utilize our WhatsApp group to share your thoughts. All the blog links and also the social media platform links are given below in the description box. This is the second part of the laparoscope presentation. If you are interested to know about the first part, the link is given in the description box. Kindly visit our healthcare engineering channel for part 1 of the presentation. So let's get into the video of part 2. Procedure during laparoscopy. There are some common procedures are there during laparoscopy. They are: laparoscopy is an outpatient procedure, which means it doesn't require days. You can go to your home on the same day as your surgery. During this procedure, you will be given a general anesthesia, which means you will feel sleepy throughout the procedure and also you won't feel any pain during the procedure. There are two ways of anesthesia will be given. One is general anesthesia and intravenous line. That is, IV line is inserted in one of your veins. Through the IV, your anesthesiologist can give you special medication as well as hydrating fluids. And another one is local anesthesia. In some situation, this local anesthesia is used instead of general anesthesia. In local anesthesia, a local anesthetic numbs the area, so even through the patient wake up, they don't feel any pain. During laparoscopy, a surgeon made a small incision or cut of about 0.5 to 1.5 cm, around 0.4 to 0.6 inches in your belly button, which is known as cannula. A tube is inserted into the cannula and carbon dioxide gas is pumped through the tube. Why carbon dioxide gas is used as an insufflation gas is nothing but it is non-flammable, colorless and has higher blood solubility than air, and thus reducing the risk of complication after venous embolism. So that CO2 air is pumped through the tube to inflate your abdomen. By inflating the abdomen, it allows the surgeon to view your organ more clearly and it gives a better understanding. Laparoscope is then inserted through the tube. The camera is attached to the laparoscope in which it relays images to the monitor in operating theatre. It gives a surgeon for a better view of whole area in a real time. If a laparoscopy is used to carry out the surgical treatment, such as removing your appendix, further incision will be made in your abdomen. Generally, you may get 1 or 4 incisions that are each between 1 and 2 cm in length. These cannula or incisions allow the instrument to be inserted. With the help of this insertion, during a biopsy, they take a tissue sample from the organ to be analyzed. The instrument and carbon dioxide are removed from the abdomen once the procedure is over. The incision made are then closed with stitches, clips and surgical tapes. you will be moved to the recovery room. The diagnostic procedure of laparoscopy usually needs 30 to 60 minutes, and also it will take more time if the surgeon treating the condition. This is about the procedure during laparoscopy. This is the image of the laparoscopy during the procedure. Complications of laparoscopy. Sometimes local anesthesia may cause some complication. They are anxiety, pain. It may be prevented to some extent by the administration of non-steroidal drugs, allergic reaction and anaphylaxis, injury to the gastrointestinal tract, bladder injury, blood vessel injury and gas embolism. Some complication may occur after the laparoscopic surgery. The patient may have heavy abdominal bleeding, heavy vaginal bleeding, severe or worse pain, nausea, vomiting, heavy menstrual bleeding, signs of infection including fever, swelling, discharge at the site of incision, redness, etc., and also shortness of breath. These are the complications of laparoscopy. Instruments or tools used in laparoscopy. During laparoscopy, many instruments are used that fits through the cannula or small incisions in the abdomen instead of large incisions. These laparoscopic instruments are tools made of durable material, generally the stainless steel. Usually the laparoscopic instruments have very narrow shaft so that they can be able to fit inside the laparoscopic ports. There are also many tips are available for different handling styles such as rotating, locking, grasping, etc. These laparoscopic instruments are used along with the laparoscope. There are some common instruments used during the laparoscopic surgery. They are laparoscope, trocar, cannules, grasper, forceps, hooks and props, needles and needle holders, laparoscopic bipolar scissors and needle driver. Laparoscope. Laparoscope or the surgical scope used in laparoscopy. The size of laparoscopy ranging from 2 mm to 12 mm. 10 mm size is mostly used in gynecology. Every laparoscope has an engraved number by the eyepiece that specifies the viewing angle. Trocar. A trocar is a pen-like shape and has a sharp triangular point. Trocars are usually placed inside the hollow cannules and introduced inside body cavities to assist the fluids. Trocars are referred to as initial entry device. Trocars are used to create small passages through the abdominal wall, and it is available in different textures, disposable and reusable with variety of sizes and parts. The trocar parts are sharp tips, blunt tips, valve, sleeve and slide port. This is about trocar. Next one is grasper. Graspers and forceps are come along with trocars. Usually they have an insulated sheath, a handle and a rotating capability at working head. The advantage of using laparoscopic graspers is that they enable the surgeon to grasp and manipulate abdomen tissue with precision without having to cut open the abdomen. Hooks and probes. Hooks and probes are used to lifting and retracting tissues. Usually, the flexible probe with the blunt end is used. Laparoscopic bipolar scissors. The handle is ergonomically designed to be comfortable for the surgeons and allow the single finger accurate control of the working end of the scissors, which can be used for grasping, cutting and coagulating tissue. Needle. Versus needle is specially designed with a blunt tipped, spring loaded and sharp outer needle used to achieve while performing closed laparoscopy. It is available in disposable and reusable form. Needle holder. A needle holder or a needle driver or needle forceps is used in laparoscopic surgery to hold suturing needles when closing wounds. Needle holder has three parts, mainly jaws, joints and handles. A needle driver is classified as a straight, curved depending upon the shape of the jaws. This is about the instruments or tools used in laparoscopes. In laparoscopic procedure. Components of laparoscope. The components used in laparoscope are video camera, stainless steel tube, Teflon sleeve, soft iron wire compressed over spring, high strength inner steel spring, neck tube, handle, analog to digital converter and USB male connector. Video camera. Charge coupled video camera is used in laparoscope. Single chip and 3 chip CCD cameras are also available. Single chip produce 450 lines per inch resolution, whereas 3 chip have high fidelity, thereby produce 750 lines per inch resolution. So this is about video camera. Next, analog to digital converter. Analog to digital converter converts the analog signal into digital signal, performing image rotation or inversion or both. USB male connector. Camera is connected to the USB connector which is fitted outside the scope. So this is about the components that used in laparoscope. Benefits of laparoscopy. The laparoscopic surgery has many benefits such as smaller incisions. The patient has small scars after surgery. The patient may have less internal scarring, faster recovery, less risk of infection, less pain than an open procedure. The scars heal quickly. In open surgery, the patient need to take 4 to 8 weeks, but if you have laparoscopic surgery, it may take only 2 or 3 weeks to recover. These are the benefits of laparoscopy. Risk of laparoscopic surgery. The risk of laparoscopic surgery include internal bleeding and the potential need for blood transfusion, nerve damage, hernia, a blood caused by poor healing at incision sites, infection, adverse reaction to anesthesia, abdominal inflammation, acute kidney injury, cardiocerebral vascular insufficiency, abdominal blood vessel damage, stomach, bladder, etc., and also blood clot. These are the risks of laparoscopic surgery. Disadvantage of laparoscopic surgery. The most important factor in the laparoscopy is extremely expensive. The instruments used in laparoscopy are quite costly. Laparoscopic surgery is quite less accessible. Why? Because the affluent hospital cannot able to afford the instrument. The video camera created on the monitor is two-dimensional without depth. The 3D field of vision cannot be provided by laparoscopy, so laparoscopic surgery may not be suitable for complicated surgeries. The surgeries where large chunks of tissues are to be removed, these minimally invasive surgeries are not required. Laparoscopy cannot always be performed on everyone. Some patients with many prior operation may have no scar tissue within the body that safe operation cannot be done. The instrument restricts the sense of touch. The body wall and laparoscopic ports act as a phloem, stopping free movement of instrument. The laparoscopy needed special skill set and every hospital is not required equipped specialized person who knows to how operate the unit. The laparoscopic surgery may also need a second open surgery in case of any complication during the procedure. Therefore, they have a chance of risk of having two surgeries increases for patients who opt for laparoscopic surgery. These are the disadvantages of laparoscopic surgery. This is about today's presentation. Hope you can get some clear overview about laparoscopy and laparoscope and also its process. If you want to know more contents regarding laparoscope, kindly visit our blog www.learnbiometengine.blogspot.com. And if you want to support for your healthcare business, please approach us in below mail ID. If you like to receive update of a new video, please subscribe our YouTube channel and also comment your favorite topic or medical devices you can willing to learn. You can follow us in these social media sites to receive updates of healthcare engineering team. Thank you so much for watching.